Hey guys, this is Coach Bill. What is today? Today is Tuesday. Hope you guys are having a great afternoon so far. So today guys, I'm actually going to be doing a video. Emily and I, we're announcing that we are coming out of retirement and we are going to get back into one-on-one personal coaching. And so what I'm going to do is this is going to be an entry video, and I'm going to give you a tour of the gym that we'll be doing our training at. And so as I'll walk aside, and this is the name of the gym. It's called New Gym. Now don't get excited, that's not what it really means, but the philosophy behind it is actually on the wall here, and it's kind of cool. So it's a great name, and so I'll show you what the philosophy is. But anyway, guys, I just want you to know, some of you may know us from the Powerhouse Gym. Emily and I were the original, one of the original owners of that gym here in the Temecula Valley area. Emily and I have lived in the area for over 33 years. We've been in the health or strength and conditioning industry for about 40 years. I myself have actually retired from strength and conditioning, but now I'm coming back, and we worked with a lot of the high schools in the area back in 2000. We set up a lot of their strength and conditioning programs, so we also have a lot of experience in rehab, young athletes. Emily is a deep tissue sports massage therapist. I think you've been a therapist for what, 20 years, something like that. So we worked well together doing therapy on people that are hurt. But we've been absent for probably maybe 15 years now. And over the years, her and I have learned so much about the health industry as far as different protocols. We actually have 4 very powerful protocols that will address many disease models. It will address reducing body fat. It will address people that have type 2 diabetes and so forth. And so we felt that, you know what, we have so much knowledge now, and what we've learned over the years through the research that Emily and I have been doing, especially Emily. She's a major researcher, and when she finds something that she feels should be looked at even deeper, she sends it over to me, and then we go through it. And so that's how we get a lot of our information. And then also what we've done in the past few years is anything that we talk about, we always back it up by science. And so we want people to understand that this is all science-based, what we're saying. The 4 protocols that we offer, all of them are science-based. And there's more and more new science coming up, and the public isn't being taught this or educated. So that's why we're coming out of retirement. Now, what we're doing here is that we are trying to follow a very specialized protocol. And so that's what I'm going to explain as we walk through the gym. So why don't we go ahead, you understand who we are, why don't we go ahead and I'll give you guys a tour of the gym that I'll be doing my training at. So here we go, let's walk over to this area first. Now we have an area here, guys. This is the area. This is for the endurance, for the athlete. This could be used in many ways, especially for the football players or the track, or the endurance track runners. So this is an area that will most likely be used for the athletes out there, for the endurance and the agility, especially for those young kids out there. Now that's very important that we understand how important it is to get the young athletes in a good, safe training routine. And this is kind of like where it starts. So as we walk down here, we're going to go through some more equipment here. As you can see down here, we have our stationary bikes here. We have the treadmills for doing your cardio, and we have a stair stepper. Also, we have here something that I've used in the past, but they've modified it to make it much easier. This is great for athletes to have power off of a stop to start. for those linemen out there. So this is a great piece of equipment that's used for that. As we walk over here, this is one of my favorite pieces right here, is because as an athlete and as a strength and conditioning coach, we have certain exercising routine for them. And so we actually have a powerlifting platform, which a lot of gyms in this town do not have. So for power cleans and deads, and then of course we have the squat rack also. So as we walk along here, we've got the standard Smith machine. We have your benches here. We have your dumbbells, and they go up to, I think, 100. Now, some of you guys, older guys like myself, that are still doing heavy lifting, even though the dumbbells go up to 100. Guys, let me tell you, it's not about the weight. It's all about the form. And I guarantee you that if you do your form right, you don't need to go up over 100, because you don't want to get yourself hurt. That's the key. We don't want to get hurt, because we want to be able to continue this for the rest of our lives, especially those of you that are 40 and over, and seniors. There's no age limit here. So any of you seniors out there, this is phenomenal for you guys for slowing premature aging. How would you like to do that? So you can see we have plenty of benches here. We got our easy curl bars. We got a flat bench. We got a decline bench. We got a multiple different station machine. This is utilized a lot, especially in my training. I like to utilize this machine here. We've got straight bars. There's a certain bicep exercise that is even for old guys like us, even for us old guys, that we can actually put on more bulk on our bicep. There's just a couple of exercises that work great, and the straight bar works great. This is a utility rack, and then we've got other pieces of equipment here that I love hammer strength. So here's got the hammer strength here. This is a great device here for the backs. We got rear delts. We got chest press. This is a great piece of equipment. Then you have your other hammer strengths here, leg presses. You got a lap pull down machine, which is a great one to use. You see, guys, don't be afraid of the machine. You don't have to go free weight all the time. If you understand how important form is, then these machines work great, and you'll put on that lean muscle, especially for those of you that are 40 and over. You will be able to add lean muscle. Of course, you have to follow our 4 very powerful protocols to do that. And then this is some of the other equipment, legs, stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. Oh, let's go down here. One of the owners, the wife's owner, Tiana, I hope I said it right, actually has her own clothing line. So, and Emily says it's pretty good stuff. So it's pretty good, high quality stuff. So this is her clothing line. I think if you go on her website, you can also see some other stuff that she has. And then they have the shirts, and they have other pieces of hats and all that good stuff. So I'm going to let Emily scan. I'm going to let her scan around so you can get a good idea of what this is the philosophy here, guys. Like I was telling you, I mean, it's a cool name, but it's not actually what the name is. And the atmosphere here, guys, the atmosphere here is really phenomenal. And then, so that was one of our biggest choices why we picked New Gym, is because we are going to specialize in people that are 40 and over. And I'll give you guys a list of what we specialize in. It won't take a whole lot of time, but we're going to specialize in people that are 40 and over, especially those that are our age, where I am way over 60 and Emily is mid 60. So here you have 2 coaches that are actually seniors and who are actually doing the protocols that we are teaching people to do. So we're going to specialize with those people. And I'll give you a list of the different ones. But anyway, I'm going to let her scan one more time around the gym here and let you guys see what the gym looks like. It's a very casual atmosphere. For those of you that are older, or for those of you that are a little afraid of gyms, you guys won't have to be afraid of this gym. No one here is going to judge you. We're all here as a family and for a reason, and we're going to focus on that reason, so don't worry about it. It's a very cool atmosphere, and the people here are very, very nice, and you have other trainers here. So obviously, if you're done with me, you can, you see somebody else you want to use. There's no big deal, because that's a good idea to use other trainers. So anyway, so that's what we got here, guys. And so as soon as she's done scanning, I'm going to have her walk back to the waiting area so I can sit down. I'll go over my specializing here just for a second. Okay, let's go ahead and go over here. Okay, so I'm going to take a seat here, guys. Henry will be up in front here. I'm going to go ahead and take a little seat here and just relax. I'm going to relax a little bit. So here's what I got, guys. We're here at the new gym in Murrieta. The address is 25425 Jefferson. Real quick, disclaimer, guys. I am not a doctor. I am not prescribing anything. We're educators, and we're actually educating people about the truth on science that's out there. It's a lot of new science, and so most people aren't getting this information, so we're passing it along. So that's my disclaimer. But let me give you a quick idea of what we specialize in. First of all, we specialize in hydration. Guys, hydration is the essence of life. You can't live without water. The problem is people don't understand that. And so my platform is basically the number one thing we do is we educate people about hydration, but we educate them with what to hydrate with and how important it is to hydrate with hydrogen-rich water that has a molecule known as molecular hydrogen H2 in it, which is the most powerful antioxidant on the planet. When you're exercising, what you're producing, what? You're producing metabolic waste. You got to have a way to flush that out before it does any damage to your muscles. That's why you guys are getting sore. If you're hydrating with the right type of water, then that's not going to happen. Okay, so we specialize in reducing body fat, which a lot of people want to do. That's why you're looking for a personal coach, or you're looking for a gym. We also specialize in educating people about imbalanced hormones. Those of you that are having a hard time losing that belly or that body fat, guys, the number one root cause is imbalanced hormones. You can do all the exercising you want. You can do all the cardio you want to do. It's not going to help unless you understand the root cause of why you're having a hard time losing that belly fat or body fat, especially for those of you that are over 40. We also specialize in nutrition and meal planning, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end. We understand menopause, so a lot of you women that are going through menopause or have gone through menopause and you don't understand why it's so hard to get that belly fat off, we're going to educate you and explain to you why it's hard so you'll understand it, and we're going to show you how to reverse it by changing your lifestyle. Okay, men, some of you guys that are over 40 or 30, a lot of your issues with your belly fat is going to be your low testosterone. And we're going to show you a natural way by changing your lifestyle to boost up your testosterone and growth hormones and your other bodybuilding or lean muscle mass hormones to help you increase lean muscle, lose the belly fat, and raise the testosterone without spending any money on shots or supplementations. Just get off of that crap. Okay, we also, in the last few months or a year, we have worked with a lot of people that are type 2 diabetics. We've even worked with people that are type 1. And so those of you that have this disease, we will be able to help you with that also. Guys, I just heard this a couple days ago. from a couple people that are looking to get into a program to lose their belly fat. And the excuses why they haven't gotten started is because they're afraid that after they lose the weight, they're going to have that loose skin. Well, Emily and I both are in our late, well, I'm in my late 60s, she's in her mid, and that happened to us. We lost a lot of body fat, and so we had loose skin. But you know what? Your body is not stupid, and it has its own mechanism that will actually help you tighten up that loose skin over time. And so you'll just have to, we'll educate you and explain to you how that all works. You also get my training modules as you're training with us. So it doesn't stop just on one-on-one training. You're actually going to get my training modules explaining a lot about what we're teaching. And hopefully over the time period you're with us, you'll become an expert also. My forte back in the days was working with young athletes. I actually had a write-up on me by an athletic magazine on when I was working with a high school in the LA County area, and how we were able to lessen the amount of young athletes getting hurt on the field because of the strength and conditioning program. That's why it's crucial for these young athletes to be shown the proper way to lift in the best forms so that they can sustain their longevity while on the field and not get hurt. Okay? And I got to admit, guys, I really do enjoy working with the people that are 40 and over, especially the seniors, because I love to see what happens when they lessen the medications that they're taking. Emily and I both, we love to see the improvements these seniors get and prove to their families and friends that even at a senior age, you can still lose the body fat, you can still add lean muscle, and you can still be in the best shape of your life and stand straight and walk fast. So it's always exciting to see all that. But what makes us different than a lot of personal coaches out there? Well, it's the added value you get to the programs that we have. And I'm just going to give you a couple of the added value to our program. The added value, probably the number one, is nutrition and meal planning. See, I have put together a PDF cookbook for those of you that are going to follow the 4 protocols that we offer. And one of them actually is primal eating or a ketogenic diet, like you guys probably have heard. Now, science is backing this up. This is the best and really the only way that you're going to get the results you want is when you're educated the right way to do a primal eating or intermittent fasting, and doing it right and doing it the way science has explained to do it. That's how you do it. Most people that fail, the reason why they fail, because they don't do it right. They have no idea what they're doing at all. And so you need to be taught how to do it right. You just cannot jump into primal eating or intermittent fasting and expect to get the results. It's not going to work. You have to walk into it with some guidance, and you have to understand why you're doing it in the first place. So the biggest value is the nutritional end of this and the actual cookbook that shows you the meals with pictures. And the meals are already designed with all the micros you need, all the good high dietary fat in it, and the low carb. So it's already there. There's no guessing at it. And so you don't have to worry about it. The other thing is my modules and the education you get with my training modules. That's exciting because you're actually going to get scientific research shown in these training modules on what we're talking about, so that your doctor can see, yes, this is true because science is backing it, okay? And then, of course, this is very important too. So what we believe is, how are you going to monitor your fat loss? How are you going to monitor that you're reversing type 2 diabetes by these protocols and your blood sugars are dropping? How are you going to do that? I mean, you have to have a method that will continually focus on that, and that's by doing our GKI monitoring system. So that's very important. So that's how we're going to monitor that that the right meals that works for you, for your lifestyle, is actually putting you in fat burning 24/7. And then by doing this GKI, it's going to show you when you fall off the wagon what happens to your blood sugar or your sugar levels when you don't follow the protocols right, and why you're not losing that belly fat or body fat, or why isn't your blood sugar dropping if you're a type 2 diabetic. That has to be a must, and that's what my clients are going to have to follow if they follow our program. So guys, that just kind of gives you an idea of what we do. But like I said, guys, you can go to my email, drinknatureswater@gmail.com. Message us. I can send you the information about the gym we're at. I can send you the information about our rates. And also, if you message me, make an appointment, we can come down. I can meet you here, and I'll take you a tour of the gym, which would probably be the greatest thing you could do, because you can see the atmosphere of this gym and how great it is. And so message me, let me know. And also, guys, like I said, this is, Emily and I are coming out of retirement. We both feel that with the knowledge that we've learned in these last few years, not only on us doing it ourselves, but all the science backing it, we need to share our knowledge to all of you, so that when you're done with us, you are going to be an expert. So where you can go out and pay it forward and help people in your own family or your friends or wherever you're at, because you're actually going to be the person that has gone through it, and you will learn and see that it actually works. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you contact me. Like I said, you could message me. You could also go to my YouTube channel, type in Bill Mabry, subscribe to it. You can see my videos on there of some of the training that I do. And you can, like I said, message me. And the first of the year starts up soon, so let's think about doing it before it gets started. Okay, guys? So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you hopefully soon. Have a great day. Bye.